Well, 2 in 5 Singaporeans experienced a drop in income due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That's according to a new study by market researcher RFI Global for analytics company FICO. Well, more than 2,000 Singaporean adults were surveyed. And the survey also found that in the uncertain financial climate, the majority of Singaporeans will focus on maintaining or increasing their savings and investments. The number of banking customers looking at switching banks is also set to double this year. And this is especially among affluent Singaporeans, with 1 in 5 looking to switch in search of the most competitive banking deals. For more, we are joined by Ashish Sharma, Senior Director of Decision Management Solutions for FICO in Asia Pacific. Well, Ashish, 2 in 5 Singaporeans experienced a reduction in income. So how does this stack up against the region, and how will it fare against the great resignation wave that we've been seeing?
So yes, 2 in 5 or almost 40% of Singaporeans have experienced, retail banking consumers have experienced negative impact due to this, COVID. If you compare it with the region, the Australian and New Zealand market has had 23 to 30%, India around 40%, Malaysia 50%. But the largest impact is in Indonesia and Thailand, which is as high as high 60s and 70%. Now, while there is a negative impact on the income, and you see a great resignation wave, I think those could be attributed to other reasons. For example, better opportunity, someone moving to do, carrying over for a passion. So I don't think it can be attributed to that. And how it evolves remains to be seen.
Well, Ashish, how is this then expected to affect behaviour when it comes to saving and growing one's money?
Clearly, I think if we see the report, almost high 70% and 80% of Singaporeans have said that they would like to either continue to maintain or increase their savings, right? And this is even higher in the mass affluent segment, which is as high as 80% and 86% of mass affluent saying that they would want to do better in terms of their savings and investment. Now, on the other hand, you also see almost 45% of respondents saying that they would want to reduce their spending. So clearly there is a change in behavior. Now, what is also critical, and I think this is where the banks, the lenders have to focus, is where a very large number of respondents, especially the mass affluent, are looking to invest and are willing to, in fact, look for a alternate provider more than their banking provider, primary provider.
Yeah, so following up on that point, people looking for an alternative provider. So then what should lenders do to ensure that they don't lose customers?
I think surprisingly, if we see the report, almost large population of the respondents are actually satisfied with their banking providers, and yet you see almost double, 20%, more than 10% of the respondents, as we compared last year, are saying that they would be willing to look for alternate providers. So to answer your question, I think there is a need for the lenders to focus on customer centricity and personalization. I think these are the two key areas. So we see a lot of, from a personalization point of view, we see a lot of offers coming out, marketing offers, cross-sell offers, but banks have to do more in terms of making it more personalized. And then once the offer is out, how do you make the overall end-to-end journey for the consumer to complete their application process in a very simple, guided and convenient manner? I think that's where the focus should be.
Yeah, talking about, guided convenience, so that brings us to the next point, which is advanced digital banking capabilities. So that is also, emerging as a top reason that is influencing banking choices. What are some of the opportunities and challenges that existing banks would have to contend with?
So clearly the opportunities are there, right? Like the survey is clearly saying that very high percentage of respondents want to are looking for either investment or even borrowing, because as the economy grows, there is there was a pent up demand. So opportunities are there. The challenge that I see is that the banks do have a lot of data, but then their ability to take this data and convert it into actions, which is what the customer want, which is again either in terms of simplicity of the user journey or a personalized offer. I think that's where the challenge banks are facing. And how the key area for them to be focusing on is then to partner with the right technology partner where they can take the data from various digital footprints. So as the consumer is interacting with these various lenders, banking providers, they're leaving digital footprint. So how do banks then take this digital footprint, convert it into insights, know more about the customer, what are their needs, what are the gaps, what would they want next, and then use that data insights to then deliver a very personalized offer. And then once the offer is out in front of the consumer and they have it, how do you make it easy for them to complete that journey?
Oh, many thanks for speaking with us. Ashish Sharma there, Senior Director of Decision Management Solutions for FICO in Asia Pacific.